guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. As you can see, yet again, Hutchinson made the title. So we're going to be talking about Omari Hutchinson and the JFF will be doing things going forward, because this is something that we have been talking about a long time. Sometimes we might just use a situation for reference, but definitely we mean the long haul. So we're going to be putting Hutchinson in reference today. All right, and on top of that, we're going to be discussing the Cameroon versus Jamaica, what to know and what to expect from both teams, pretty much, because as you know, both teams played. And then we have some information on the Manning Cup coming up for later, and we definitely will be doing the later results as well for the Manning Cup. So as you come in, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What's up with you? All right, we already saw people checking in. Kevin, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Kai, big up yourself, thanks for being here as well. And we have Kai yet again saying people should subscribe. Yes, man, make sure to get us to 3,000 very fast. Father Warren already checked in. Then we have Joseph Brown checked in already. And guys, we have the merch already, guys. We ordered it like 5 days and it came in very fast. We're going to do a separate video just to showcase the amount and how they do look. All right, yes, but I definitely like them. But obviously, you expect me to say something like that because it's my things. But at the same time, I'm telling you, the people that will get them, they might just like them. Yes, maybe they would want a different style. Maybe the letter might be bigger on this one. Yes, for me, it should be bigger. But this is nice. It's the final letter I've gotten here. But normally it should be bigger. All right, I've added some more to it that is definitely bigger. So look out for that, guys. And thanks for all the individuals that have actually supported the channel and continuously doing so. All right, massive respect for that. Let me just flip up the information on the screen. All right, yes. So this is what we are going to start with. As you can see, the Gleaner picked up on the story, and the reason why I've used the specific one coming from the Gleaner is because it sends a message. It sends a message for the JFF to actually do a direct action. If it was coming from the foreign base, obviously, it would have looked a little bit different. Most of the time, they wouldn't see it clearly. All right, yes, they clearly wouldn't see it. All right, yes. So, anyways, that's why I've gone that route. So they said Reggae Boy elect blocked. Chelsea asked Omari Hutchinson not to accept invitation to face Cameroon. All right, and obviously you guys knew what took place the other day. They lost to Brighton, and that's the reason why he never came on, because he was poised to actually play. They have him as one of the big thing coming up, like the next Eden Hazard, and that's a big feat to actually achieve. All right, Jamaica's Omari Hutchinson, who earned his first Reggae Boy cap in a friendly against Catalonia, he is said to have been asked by his club, Chelsea FC, not to turn out for the national team who play Cameroon on Wednesday, according to the reports in The Athletic. All right, so they got it from somewhere else just to bring it to the Jamaican media, which we had talked about it, so we knew about it. With a game against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup and the World Cup looming, all right, Chelsea are likely to commit to heavy squad rotation that could see Hutchinson given a rare first team opportunity. The suggestion that Chelsea had done this became even more sturdy when Hutchinson was left off Chelsea's under-21 fixture yesterday. All right, so they are keeping tabs with them. Thank you very much. I guess people getting updated. All right, Hutchinson has been getting closer to a place on the field in Graham Potter's side, having made the squad against Brighton and Ovalvion last week. Hutchinson was an unused substitute in the 4-1 last. All right, the attacker who turned 20, just 20. Is he 19 or 20? Which one? I'm going to look for that, all right? Turned 20 just last month. Joined Chelsea in 2008, but went to Charlton Athletic in 2012 before spending 7 years at Arsenal, where his performances caught the eyes of the Jamaican Football Federation. All right, yes. So it gives you a little brief, little spell and how Hutchinson spent his time. What you can see, most of the players overseas, you saw long they are developing because they're saying he joined Chelsea at 20 in 2018. All right, that is literally 14 years ago. So if he's even 20, so you take off 20 off 14. My goodness. That shows you how long they are in academies. All right. That shows you how long they are in academies. That is very, very much impressive. All right. Yes. And it shows you how far their development have actually gone. You get me? So when we're talking about players and development, it showcases where they are coming from. But that's not my argument today. My argument is to say that we have this attitude before when a player might turn down something, we don't go back for them, or we try to start fine attitude and saying that oh, they're not interested. You think that tide have actually changed? And if it was actually you, what would you do? Would you go in back for him? Instant, like immediately the next international you're going to go in for him? Let me know in the comment section. All right, yes. So let me go through it and come back. Yes, because I think he's 19. That's what I thought. I thought he was 19. Yeah. So Chevan, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here, man. All right, yeah, man. Thanks. Bless up, Richard Stewart. Massive respect. Then we have Island Card checked in. Orlando Emmins, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. South Cry in the building. Jamaica, football in Jamaica is hard to watch. Sometimes the teams just don't keep the ball long enough. Often enough. All right, fair enough. Good point. And Dr. Dan in the building. Bless up. Richard Stewart says, JD, when you stood up, you looked like 5'4", boss. Wow, I don't know. I think that my ladies like 5'7", 5'8", if not 5'9". So I don't know. I don't even know. Owen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. I don't know what he's talking about. That man is a madman. Ochi is 19. Thank you. So they made an error inside there, but at least they still made the effort to put out some information. That is very sad because they could have actually checked it otherwise. But what I would want to see them go back in with the same attitude now for him yet again. You understand me? Because clearly this youth is getting high praise, and definitely he's someone to watch out for, and he's going places. So you want this to be changed in the Jamaican system, which when you're going for a play and maybe you don't get the right answer, you literally just stop it from there. You want to make sure you go back in to show people that you have changed your attitude, you mean business in your attitude. You understand me? That's what I want. So we're going to keep a tab on this, because clearly he has turned them down, but he has a valid reason to turn them down. You understand me? It's not like he's just wasting time and come out here and turning down Jamaica. No, he's not turning down them that way. So I don't want people to say that, this is how these English guys act. No, he came in and wanted to play for Jamaica, was willing to represent the under-20s as well. Never got the chance to. I don't know why I still don't get that solid information and why he never had represented Jamaica at the under 20 level when they had the space for him, and that would have given him big exposure. All right, big massive exposure there. All right, yes. 1 second, guys, just sharing the video. What you can do for me, guys, just please take a little time out and smash that like button for me. Share the contest where you can, if you can. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you are new. All right. Yes. So let me get some comments in. Yes. Ocho is 19. I agree with Chelsea. Can't risk injury to them big baller because of Jamaica not going anywhere. Oh my God. Well, I never looked at it that way, South Cry. He wants to represent Jamaica, so he wants to. You understand me? So I never really look at it like that. I just said, all right, at this time, he's a new prospect, right? He's a new prospect, and remember, Jamaica want to reach places. So the more he plays for the main team, it's the further he will be in his development. So that is one thing I actually like. All right. Actually he could push himself further in the development. So the more he plays for the first team, it's just better for him, period. All right. So I know it's a good thing, and I would advise him to actually play this time. But I would want the attitude of the individuals that's around the Jamaica national team to change, which is to accept people and don't try to ridicule people when they say they can't make it. You understand me? Especially a young kid that has a bright future ahead of him. You understand me? That's the only thing I would definitely want. All right. So he seems Ochi will get his chance in the first team soon. Why risk that for a non-FIFA game? Um, maybe to come and show the coach what you can offer when you get the opportunity, because maybe when the main team is here, they might not give him the opportunity. So it was a time for him to use this as a showing moment. That's pretty much what I do get from this conversation. 90, yes, man. I know it was 19, but they said 20, so I said okay, let it stay. I hope Potter use Omari against Manchester City tomorrow. It will be really good for him. I think they are going to because he was the one came out and start lauding the guy every single time. Next window, right away, no wasting time. Okay, so Jason said don't waste any time. We want to see a change. So JFF, we want to see a change with the attitude. A guy, obviously, we have a better relation with Hutchinson because he came here and wanted to play. So it's not like he's a guy that never wanted to play for Jamaica. He wanted to play. So I think they will be much more comfortable going in. But even if the guy turn you down, I want to see you feeling comfortable to go back in. Like you have that understanding. You get me? Yes, that's something that I want to see change in the Jamaica footballing society. Several things to note. Omari Hutchinson is viewed as a future Chelsea star. He's more valuable to Chelsea as an England player than a Jamaican player. But Nitro, we had him in our arms to do the business, and we had him in our arms, and clearly he's not telling us no. All right, he came here to represent Jamaica. Obviously, maybe something went wrong along the way. That could be true, but I don't think it was Hutchinson's fault. You understand me? He came here, so he has the intent like others. So let's give him that opportunity, man. Let's show him show that you feel like he can do it. Yes. JA need to cap him for a meaningful game, not these games. So everyone is okay with him not being here at this point. All right, Kevin Williams, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Big up, big up. We really need to cap Omari as soon as possible. By the looks of it, Chelsea wants him to all out for. No, come on, man. They have never gave him JD with an explanation why is. It's okay. All right, I will get back to that. Small ox chop down big tree, JD. No, well, I'm not small. All right, I'm not small. All right. Yes. I know for sure. Grim call him next friendly. I can see it, and he will be the future for Reggae Boyz. All right. Yes, I do believe that he will be up there. Omari will be pressured to play for England. Potter is also viewed as Southgate's replacement for England. He obviously rate Omari, so there will be a fight for the youth. I do see that coming, and I do see that coming. Yeah, that's a good point. I see it coming. Yes, and I actually saw this coming because this guy in my comment section yesterday after we had the conversation, I'm not gonna spend 1 second on Liam Bailey because I don't have any interest in that. I want to stay on what I'm talking about. He said, "Good morning. Bailey was selected as the official man of the match. It's on the Villa page." This is the official man of the match from Sky Sports, the people that owns the Premier League. This is manipulation at its finest. What he went to a fan voting a man of the match. So just stop, please. Don't. You say if you're finished, you understand my view, then just finish. All right, just finish. All right, see there in the big print. Man of the match, the people that gave out the man of the match gave it to Ramsey. So we don't have to have any more conversation. We had planned for you. All right, we had planned for you. Yes, we had planned for you. Yes, so we don't need it anymore. So let me just continue on our discussion because we were rudely interrupted via Mr. Flavor Max because he can't talk nothing else aside from one personnel. Yes, and we are trying to make Jamaica a much more a better place. In my view, that's what I'm trying to achieve. JD, it was said that Paula was the one who blocked him from playing under 20. Wow. But that was an opportunity for him to go further in his development as well, because others played under 20 and really looked good. Hutchinson shouldn't need to show anything. Okay, all right. Yeah. Based on how others talk about other players, I think he should not be showing anything. If he's playing for Chelsea, should be picked then, based on that. But based on what I know, every player should come here and fit in because sometimes you can fit into systems. Yes. Is Potter an upgrade for Tuchel? No. But he might suit the English style a little bit better. So in the way all the English game plays, it might suit him a little bit better. Chelsea called him the next Eden Hazard. Laugh out loud. England is watching him closely. I that's what I'm saying. So I think that's why I said the attitude need to change towards these players. You make sure you don't waste the time the next time. All right. But they treated him unfairly to me with the under 20 situation. This might not bode well going forward. We snubbed him for the players not on his level. Well, let we wait, because information will come out soon. All right. Big up Claudia Fletcher. Thanks for being here. All right. Massive respect, man. Guys, as you come in, as you know, the smash the like button and keep on sharing. Let we see if we can hit 150 likes on this now, because the videos do deserves it. All right. Yes, man. And you see what we so we can get rid of people with their narrative selling every single day. You get me? Yes. And we are trying to organize the show the best way that you can digest a little bit more. I want to move away from the bag of chaos and the bag of unnecessary clout, Jeremy and Miller, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Until Jamaica improve our national style of play, players who can play for England should use the Raheem Sterling formula. All right. Andrew 55, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Owen. And I love the chat. Just make sure that we just cut it out. We just cut it out. We don't allow him today to spoil the show. None at all. We don't. That's why I put it up on the screen. I had it posted there because I just had a feeling. They are. Let me say. You know who they are when you realize that I've already structured the picture for the show you something. Yes. And ironic. It's only the person, the one that is a fan vote. Go his direction. Yes, because that's how they think. So more of those people, if 50,000 people vote, 20,000, 50,000 Jamaican people on the internet, it's not hard to do so. So you can win everything even when they don't play good. All right? I've not said he didn't play good. I said he played brilliant. One of his best game. You get me? But Flavor Max don't deserve your time, man. Flavor Max just go here, man. Yeah, man. No, Flavor Max, it's okay. You can not watch Jamaica football because we're clear that the people like you we're trying to get rid of. We want people to support Jamaica football, not a player. All right. Yes. So these other guys need the clout. All right, because they're not where you are and your people that you're following. All right. Bones TV, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Southcry said Bailey didn't deserve the man of the match. Well, according to Sky Sports that paid $2 billion for the Premier League, they gave it to Ramsey. So we don't need to spin a narrative with Mr. Reggae. We don't even have a Pete in mind. Let me continue with the beautiful show that we had, and we have a lot of information to show. So Soul Cry, don't follow him, all right? Don't follow him. It was Arsenal who blocked him, not all. Okay, all right. Thank you very much for that, Owen. 100% can guarantee you will it wasn't all. Okay, no problem. You're helping us, so that's good. That's good. All right. JD, what is your take on Potter for Chelsea? I think it's going to take time because the problem is, with a lot of these teams overseas, they change managers too much, and when you have too much different players, it's hard for an ex-man to come and implement a system where in which he thrives under building an overall belief system in the players. It's hard for different type of players to fit in one system. All right, so that's why you have to give them these guys like 3 transfer windows so he can mold his team how he wants it. All right, yes, because that's how Brighton and that's how Brentford and those teams build their teams, because they can't pay this big cash for players, so they have to take their time and build from there. So I think it's good. JD, Southgate and other international coaches are trying to tie up dual internationals. So this not news. By doing this, they hold all the cards. All right. And that thought that you make, is very good, because I heard Ricky Lambert on Talk Sports the other day. The man was cut up and say Antonio should have been on the roster for England. They should have called him back again, forced him to play for England, because now they don't have the traditional replacement for Kane. And he thought that he would have been the traditional replacement for Kane. And a lot of people in the chat agreed. So you heard people came here, same Flavor Max. Oh, Antonio could make England team. Well, they're just calling for him for this England team. So if he could have made this England team right now, which they would choose him over the other individuals, why he could make other England teams? He actually made the England team, and he was injured, and would have made it next England team when he chose Jamaica. And those facts are there. But Flavor Max tend to just go one way, his own narrative. I don't know how much they pay him. Just a forward, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Hutchinson will play for Jamaica. Anything else is speculation. Facts. Well, no one never said he isn't going to play for Jamaica. But we have to ask the necessary question, Giovanni. So unless you know, say, him sign up for play for Jamaica already, and because he's not capped, so he can play for anywhere else. If someone deemed that he's the baller for their future, they will send a letter to him, Giovanni. So I don't like that that overall conclusive statement. I wouldn't say I wouldn't just jump and say it like that. Definitely, no. If he plays, because you have some key players, can just turn up like Saka and those guys. He can just turn over performance. He can turn over performance. 3 big performance back to back. Giovanni score 4 or 5 goals in the Premier League. I can tell you that he might not play for Jamaica. If he comes on and score 4 or 5 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League, it's going to be very hard for Jamaica to convince him, because people will start to be in his ear, Giovanni. And me and you know that, Giovanni. But at this stage, we can say, yes, we still have that opportunity, because the problem is he doesn't see himself in the English side. Even if he do creeps in on the radar, he's not going to get in or not going to stay in. But if you score 4 goals and a good start to life in the Premier League, and you know that maybe you have at least a season to prove yourself, I think he's going to start tie out things and stuff, if he doesn't play by then. You agree on that, Giovanni? Big up Hutchinson, a Jamaica big baller. All right, Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. There we have Grimy. Massive respect, Grimy. Guys, we need to start to promote Grimy's channel. We need to start support our own. So we're gonna work up a strategy where we can start pump some of Grimy's music for you. All right, I'm going to do a detailed checkup on the Grimy's platform and start make people try and support him. All right, yeah, man. Because so we're billeting in, all right? Yeah, man. Don't complete it as yet, but as soon as I'm done with it, I will definitely share it with you guys. All right, true, so true, JD. But big team wants to win now because it's all about money, and they need to keep it up 100%. Thomas should have never left Chelsea, but we have a baseball owner who doesn't know nothing about football, but he has his money and he hires people that wants that sells his narrative. You understand me? I don't know if it's good for the club, but they are looking to want things now, and they're gonna go with that way. Obviously the fans can try and get them out, like how they pressure Manchester United, pressure Arsenal, pressure Liverpool. You understand? Forced to sell. That they can't deal with things like this. I heard that Thursday the England squad will release. I'm waiting to see who will make it. All right. Yes. A lot of people we know won't make it. Eric, Ten Hag, Harry Potter, Jurgen Klopp. Okay. It don't matter Arsenal winning it. All right. I want to see. Oh, Giovanni dropped his follow up. The way we treated the overseas Jamaicans, won't be surprised if he's hesitating to play for Jamaica. Unless Southgate promised him land. No, it's not gonna. I can tell you, if he doesn't get the cap before if he starts well for the Premier League, and that will not. You know what? I'm not going to say that. Tell you what, he's a Jamaica player. Let me leave that out because it will poison some people. It will poison some people's mind to say that anytime the youth team get an opportunity to play for England, they want to run for England. So I'm not going to talk anymore on this Hutchinson situation. He came to play for Jamaica and he's going to represent Chelsea, but at this point, he slightly turned down Jamaica to represent the big team for Chelsea. And you guys must can understand, because any one of your top players for Jamaica wanted to do the same, you would have jumped at it, said, "Oh, King, no for represent Jamaica, go on to Chelsea." So the guy maybe look at his future at this point and say he's going to prefer that for now. And Chelsea talked him into do that. So that means they want him to be there. All right. And I see no problem with it. I see no problem with it whatsoever. All right, just go and do your best, because it will help with Jamaica's development as well. All right, a better baller come here, a younger poster boy come here. That is even better for Jamaica. All right, it shores up Jamaica's future. Strengthen the chance to go through and win and qualify for the World Cup, and that changes every single thing. All right, yeah, man. Just come. We know you have some like xenophobic people that will jump and say, "Oh, we never want to represent this and that," to try force in one of their local band player. No, it not gonna work. This guy sort out him future, and it help Jamaica as well, because his future is Jamaica's future as well. All right, so we talk intelligently. All right, yes, and nobody come with it next time when the guy maybe if we get called up and we're doing the videos. People say, "Oh, he turned down Jamaica before, so should not get called up." He was there to represent the under-20s. So I don't know. Big up Grimy, man. No problem, my big boss, man. We're gonna do it, man. Grimy, send. No. Okay, you want promote Grimy's channel? Okay, no problem. You can. Wasn't Tom the man? What happened to Chelsea? All right. All right. JD, you remember when Chelsea used to buy up all the top young players, especially midfielders, at one time? They had so many. It started a fuss. When that's how most big countries are doing it now. All right, fair enough. And they're still buying players, but because they got the ban and the restriction, they changed the rules, because Chelsea would have bought everybody on planet Earth, and everyone has to buy them back from them. And that simply means they would have made astronomical amount of money. Andrew 55, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Saying Brazil, Jesus Christ, I've never seen a country that supports so much other countries. Brazil will dog walk this World Cup. Well, let's see. Blake Hilton said, agree. No problem with that. All right, respect. At least we should look on the positive side. All right, the better the baller is, the more Leon Bailey play for Aston Villa, he becomes a better baller because he's in a higher competitive league. So the more Hutchinson will play for Chelsea main team, it's a better he's going to be because Chelsea main team is better than Aston Villa team. So if he can get into that, he can even become a better baller than everybody that we have. You understand me? Because he would have been facing the stiffest competition out of anyone we have on the roster. You get me? So it's good for the youth, man. Look from that side, guys. Look from that side. All right. So we have done our hour and half an hour on that. So we're going to slide over to a little bit more information when it comes on to the national team. We are going to talk about the Cameroon side, what you expect from it and stuff. Because obviously we have been covering African football, Concacaf football, European football. We the sky with the world channel by now. Of course, you're right. This is his chance to show he can rotate in the first team squad, especially at this age. Yes, but rotate is still a bigger deal. We have players that we said were pretty much good players, can't get off, that can't make the squads. Can't make the squads in smaller leagues. And this man's family are RJA fans for one. Can't say anything more for now unless we don't call him up. That's the only way he won't represent us. All right, fair enough. All right, JD, what is your take on Brazil World Cup squad? Did you see it already? I saw it. Brazil is definitely one of the favorites for the World Cup, and they're at the top. So it's just them to do their business. All right. He himself is a JA football fan. I understand. Omari, the best JA player by 2026. I think he's going to be the best player that we have on our roster if we don't add anyone else before that as well. I think this kid has a high ceiling. And it's just the truth, They realize Hutchinson is a rising star. They are always trying to deny Jamaica of this talent. Well, I've learned that is true because I heard Cataract them said it for a while, and I never knew that it was true until I saw big players from England start to talk about it, saying that Jamaica trying to cap all of the players them. So the coach should know what he's doing. And when I heard a professional player saying that, I'm saying, oh my God. I thought Ketarok was mad. But these are legitimate professional players coming out saying these things. So it is true. Wow. I don't feel no way, JD, him have to think about him future as well. And remember, I still want, yes, Marcella, brilliant point. But remember, him being a better player earlier is better for we. Because remember, it's 2026, and pretty much next year we're going to be already in our cycle to start for World Cup. So if he's better next year, of course. Brazil to the world 6 is coming. All right. Seriously though, for someone to state 10 minutes a game, Merchant, is very irresponsible. Yes, but you can't deal with Flavor Max. Flavor Max becoming a troll at this point. All right. Yes. Because if you check how much minutes Michael Antonio plays and check how much minutes Isbala play, you would have just saying, okay, all right, maybe something is wrong with Flavor Max, JD Parlal did not want him to play for the under-20s. Okay, yes, I heard Giovanni said it. All right. Think what people are afraid of is Omari switching to England. People know. All right. 1 minute. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, huh? Yeah. I think what people are afraid of is Omari switching to England. People know King can only play for Jamaica, but Omari can play for England. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. 6 is real for Brazil. I know that for sure. Tony can stay where him there. Him never want to represent us. I think it just comes down to the reasoning. I think after this time he might face a reality check and we have to go in for him nonetheless. All right. The reality is no player will turn down England for Jamaica. Well, Flavor Max, just hold on. Other kids come here and say they wanted to play for Jamaica. So that is not the right narrative to sell. All right. Yes. You just don't want better players to come because you want to sell a delusional mentality to say one player a god for Jamaica. That is what you want to sell. You don't want better players in the team. You don't want Jamaica reach anyway. I'm surprised if you don't have a Bailey pillar asleep on. JD, it wasn't about the money Chelsea was making. The point is I have them. Oh, if you have them, no man. I think it was about them sustaining dominance for a while. Remember, in 2001 to 2004 period, that was a point when you have the battle of the Arsenal and Manchester United running. Chelsea had some good players and wanted to jump in it. So they jumped in it with the Lampard, the Terry, the Jagba, the Malouda, the Samuel Kalou, the Peter Cech, the inside SCN, all of those guys. So they started to back up on that because they realized that Manchester United are always around. So they were preparing for the longer haul. So that's why the KDB, all of those guys came in to back up right behind that to flow through for the next 10 years. So that's what Chelsea did. It just never worked out because the rules started to change over and over. Because Chelsea did two things in FIFA that they had to change the rules. If his family and him are JA fans, it don't matter. Laugh out loud. Playing for JA don't help him. Playing for England means higher wages and more credibility. Let's just hope he chooses Jamaica. Yes. Miller, even if they wanted to select Hutchinson for the U20, they couldn't. Arsenal never allowed it, but they allowed but my boy played for the national team for Mexico. So you have a point there. The crazy people not going to comprehend JD. When the best players play for Jamaica, it enhances Jamaica indirectly. It will bring scouts and money to the island, cutting off our nose to spite our face. Yes, that is a thing but it's a normal thing. It's becoming a norm, The thinking is not the main part, because the objective is not to help Jamaica, is for their selfish greed. Always. Their propagandas are always for the selfish greed. They don't realize if Jamaica actually qualify, that's an extra 12, round up to around 50 million US. So that is over 2 billion Jamaican dollars. You know how much programs that can start with the upcoming 5 million US dollars that they would have actually gotten, so closer to 20 million US dollars. So you're nice for a long time and you can take a lot of kids out of the ghetto to start in programs and have good meals and have good education and everything. So that would have revolutionized Jamaican football industry. You get me? But a man just want to sleep, have him pillar of a man face on it. Greenwood should be our top priority. Well, Noel, we have a lot of options. That's what we're seeing. At what age you must be eligible to play for the national team? You can be eligible at any age, Karoom, any age. But the problem is when you're over 21, you need maybe one cap. But under 21, you need 3. And so that's the difference. That's the difference. If I'm not reading the rule, No. It's just someone came to pick up their package because I had gotten the t-shirts, the merch, which I've shown you guys earlier. We got them earlier. So I had an extra meal, a package for a person. She came for it. That's all. So guys, as you come in, please do smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. Remember, we're doing 2 hours and we want to put everything in it. The Manning Cup games coming later. We want to talk about that, and we have to talk about this game coming up. So at least we can have a reasonable discussion. We want this to be the CN channel. The CN channel. Not saying other channels are mad, but the people that propagate their madness sometimes, I want to make sure that don't dominate the channel. That's all I'm trying to achieve. You have to be a certain age to play for the national team. No, no. Shinobi, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. All right. Is age play football? No, no, no. Age don't play football at all. All right. King is no good. He couldn't make my Bush League team. That's Colin Quest. My God, that's a bit harsh. Colin Quest. Even more reason for players like Hutchinson and Connor Boyce Clark around the Jamaican team. All at all time. If we delay England, is going to cap them. But at first I never believed it, Everton. But now I'm seeing it for myself. All right. And take Anelka and Ashley Cole from yes. Here I know. Kurt Steele, why you always after this Bailey? No. Me, Flavor Max, I'm talking about him need to stop this up the other people. I am not dissing up nobody, Kurt. I am not dissing up no player. I'm telling Flavor Max say him problem is him a worship other man. Him not worship Jamaica for reach anywhere. And that mentality need to change. That's all. So I don't know how you change that into me dissing Bailey, all right? Our Bailey pillow, yes, man. He might go cuss now, you know. Watch out. Guys, this is what I love, you know. All right. Brother, stop this the man with your bad mind self. Are you a prophet? You hear that? You see, that's how him actually visualize things. Thank you very much. So I want you to rewatch this video and then just listen to what I've said. And it's done. All right. We're always concentrating on Jamaica and he's trying to change it to one man. So I just said this man look like him of a man on a pillar. And at that time problem, I look like he get him upset. Him say my bad mind. Well, Flavor Max, I don't worry for nothing in life. You understand me? So I don't know what I would be bad-minded for. I want Jamaica to be a better place. The last time Jamaica played a send-off game, we got 6-8 against France and England. Tomorrow might not be different. No, it will be a slight different one. All right. Most Jamaican football fans didn't even like Bailey as a talent until now. Well, at least they still came around Kurt Steele. So why is it you have to like a talent from the first day? You get me? Just they bash the English players them just the same. People just want people to perform. So why can't this be based on how you perform? England don't care how good you are. And when you don't perform, they throw you off the team. Don't. So why is it Jamaica? Jamaica need to, we as Jamaicans need to change the way how we perceive things. You know, if people don't fan of people, they don't care. They're not bad-minded. They're just trying to live their truth. They have a higher standard. They don't go in and like people to keep that people. They want Jamaica to be more profitable and better for development. They're not staying what we want individual. It's completely different. And that is something that is holding us back because we are loving an individual. We are not loving systems. And it's systems will educate us in the future. It's not the individuals. You get me? So or reasoning sometimes are a little bit more narrow rather than widespread. And if we can't change that, we have nowhere going. You understand me? Greenwood no get denied bail. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Those are harsh words against King. Yes, people bashing King in the chat, and I've heard no one defended King. I've not disrespect no player, and you hear Kurt Steele coming. Oh, me always a 8 and a man and a this up a man. And then the next man I say, my bad mind. What my bad mind for? Me have my YouTube channel. Me have me yard where me stay in. Me have my chair where me stay in. Me never beg nobody nothing. So me don't know where Flavor Max come with. But that is typically how people stay. When you talk objective and you can back up things with facts, they are upset because they want to sell propaganda. And we live off propaganda for too long. We will live off facts a little bit more. I've seen a lady yesterday. I beg you guys to go there and watch it. A lady that they said value 700 million Jamaican dollars. No, 700 million US dollars. She's one of the richest Jamaican ladies, if not the richest. Go back and listen to what she said. And I don't know her. At first, I'm hearing about her when I saw her and that. And just pull up my clips and for whenever you can get it from. If you save them from 2 years ago, you realize. The first thing they ask her, what Jamaica need to improve? Educate the people. Simple. Educate the people. That's all. Educate the people. And she's close to 1 billion now. All right? Yes. So now listen to where people actually do things I telling you. And stop listening to some corner man. All right? Yeah, man. Come on. Bailey is the best JA baller so far. Kino. We have 3 ballers. No, I would say 4 that I would put on the same level. Mikel Antonio, Ethan Pinnock. Based on performance, I have to put Ravel in it as well. Ravel performed good. And Leon Bailey. Tell you what, it's hard for me to base, because if I'm going to say based on performance, we have to put Blake in it. We have to put Blake in it. I have to be honest. We have to put Blake in it. Mikel Antonio did good for the amount of games he played. Ethan Pinnock did good. You get me? And you can put Bailey in it. But Ravel, I think Ravel is one of the most standout performers for Jamaica team based on performance. So the truth is just the truth, Kino. You understand me? If you watch the games, then you wouldn't say Bailey is the best Jamaican player. I am honest. And I think you honestly in your soul, you wouldn't say it. If you go back and watch the Gold Cup and every other thing, I am being dead honest. And not easy. His father can't come here and tell me no difference. Because I've seen it myself. And I'm watching high level football every day. We have to be honest. One of our best performer are the two of the last one, it was Ravel. And throughout, the most consistent person, even though bash him, it would have to be Andre Blake. We have to be honest to ourselves. You get me? So you can achieve things by doing it. So Kino, him just go up on the field and do it. Go 2-3 competition and do it, and then people will give you credit. But for now, I'm going to give Ravel and I'm going to give Bailey as well. I'm going to give him his credit, but I'm going to give Ravel and I'm going to give Andre Blake a little bit more. I'm going to give those players a little bit more because they have been consistent. What about reality? What about doing the right thing, like give people their flowers? Andre Blake, them they do their thing. They have their dirty ways. That is true. They have their dirty ways, that of course, but they did their thing. So we want to be fair with them. JD, I think Hutchinson will play for Jamaica. Fair enough. Shinobly, a dead with laugh. Boy, so Colin stay, man. JFF don't have no shame calling up taxi. Hope they move on now. But they never have much people, so that is the problem. No need to compare Bailey and Hutchinson. Nobody compared him. Arnold, it is Flavor Max. He comes here. So what? As much as you can avoid Flavor Max in the chat and let him go somewhere else. The whole part of channel. Jamaica have the most channels with the least information in the world. So if you want to find a Jamaican live stream, it's 24/7. So Flavor Max not for the year, because Flavor Max not tied to reality. In a film, Ed him think him have reality, but Flavor Max far from reality. But we were not comparing nobody. Nobody bad mind nobody, Flavor Max. You just can't be objective. You know, you need to buy an objective pillar. Laugh out loud. JD just gave me a business idea. Need to make a Leon Bailey pillar. All right, guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. You get me? Yes, man. We keep it real here, man. And you can't follow Flavor Max. He comes here and disrespect every other baller and then cry when other people talk about his baller. So you can't say nobody hate anybody. JD, I strongly believe that Jamaica should go after Macy Greenwood. Jamaica are expert in rehabilitation. Ask Anthony Grant, Jamie Lawrence, Marlon King, Ravel Morrison, etc. Well, maybe you have a point. Why people get upset when an individual thinks a certain player will reach a level. Not because I think Hutchinson will be JA best player means Bailey isn't good. Thank you, but Giovanni, because our culture only prides themselves on 0 and 100. You don't have 50. You don't have 45. You don't have no reasoning. You have to depend on the train or off the train. You cannot come out and be objective. It's not possible. And that is what we are trying to change, Giovanni. So people like we, that's why this channel stays so strong for so long. Because we've faced reality. You understand me? Something that them try to run away from. And then I realize it's the best for Jamaica. Why when there is at JD, some of your panel are like kids, petty. It's like you have to agree with their no man, no man. Flavor Max is just a problem, man. You have to be real and loyal from day one, just like I never switch for Imaxit, even though I thought you were from Suriname. No, no. I want to paint that Suriname narrative there for me. Go ahead. All right. Personally, we shouldn't be talking about pursuing Greenwood. Shameless. Oh no, no man. Yeah, man. Give you a chance, man. Let it even stay out there in the year. So if him do finish this court case and all of those things, him can possibly go play for Jamaica. And what this shows, it shows that Jamaica have a lot of talent. Because if all Flavor Max want cuss, if Greenwood come back and play 5-6 match, he might be one of the biggest name play for Jamaica just the same. So Flavor Max just now go get him through just do, he might go cry tears every single day. Jamaica have talent to choose from. It's just the way it depends on the way we go forward in the future. That's all. That's all. All right. JD, I watched that video on TVJ and she speaks a lot of facts there. Yes, yes. Yes, man. I wanted to comment and said, my God, because I said, beautiful lady, beautiful soul. I hope all Jamaicans watch this video. And tomorrow, them come from my video and love me. Love me. You get me? Because I love the way she was just straightforward and give it to people, show them the reality. JD, Spice has the most money. Come on, that's tapping eyes, Andrew. I'm talking reality. Real wealth. All right, spice them, do them thing and have them money, but I'm talking really rich people. All right, in American riches. Akwasi, Banso, big up yourself. How you doing, man? You keep on a style me with the videos, them, but me not say nothing. Khalida Walsh, how you doing, man? Big up yourself, man. Noel said human makes mistakes. Yes, man. You cannot diss the youth for that, man. All right. Blake should be banned from playing, but we cannot, even though he should be banned, he has been one of Jamaica's most consistent performers. Each time Pinot them come in, played good. Ravel come in, played good. And Michael Antonio came in, played somewhat good because the team weren't good. So that was depending. Shamar Nicholson played good to a certain extent. You understand me? Damian Lowe, in a few matches, he played good. But obviously, you know, he has his walking red card mentality, which he said he doesn't have. All right. Amari Bells played good in certain games. And winger-wise, Jamal Lowe played okay. Roof came into the game. You know, be honest, over the last few competitions, we can't even say we have no Jamaican standout player. Aside from Blake, we cannot really say we have any Jamaican standout player. We have to be honest to ourselves. So when you have Flavor Max out here killing up himself, we don't really have much standout players. We have to just rebuild. But I understand the sentiment. You only can educate who wants to. And some of the people, from what I saw, do not want to. Yes, I know, Thompson, but it's okay. Every day we have people text me and said they respect what I'm doing. I should continue and don't let them run me away because they don't want people to try elevate the culture because it will push them around, push them down. Their relevance will diminish, so they don't want that. So when people like me telling people the right thing to educate themselves and do certain things, they don't like that because they are gonna be less of a boss to people that is more educated. And that's why most of them, when they come to foreign countries, get what they have, they can't feel better than other people, so they have to go back to Jamaica and then hype and show off and become dons and those things because they want to show off whatever wealth they do have. You understand me? They couldn't stay and fight and create more wealth and that and help more people in Jamaica. You understand me? It's just a selfish pride. Blake and Antonio are great best Jamaican players so far. Yes, Arnold, see, so everyone say their piece. We should captain Kilo Taylor R2. Yes, I think so. Just read. Big up yourself, man. That the DJ gigs, man. How you doing, man? Ravel looks head and shoulder above everyone else most games, and that is true. Then Flavor Max said the chat is full of sheep because he want to tell someone. Sir JD, you two best blogger in the business, my friend. You say you know beg people nothing. But you beg a likes, boss. Okay, well, from the other day, I've kind of stopped with the begging likes. I think people normally start respect my actual importance here. Yes. So I think I'm improving. And when I'm back at the 20,000, I think I will stop begging likes, because I think when I'm back at the 20,000, I'm gonna be doing 1,000 likes every day. So I won't have to beg likes. My subscribers actually counts. You get me? I'm at 2,000 now, and you see me peak. Well, when I'm at 20,000, it's gonna be great. Believe me. Imaxit, question: your opinion on Burke finishing? Based on what I saw him did, Burke is a more live wire. Pressing system, he can do a job. He can finish when he gets good space. I don't think he's the best finisher, to be honest. No, I don't think he's the best finisher. JD Bailey have not proven himself as yet. One good game, no, he's the best. But Thompson, we know that. We all knew that, and we all respect him and love him. But Flavor Max just want to buy a lot of pillar. So you see, know what I'm gonna do? The next merch line I'm gonna put up in the Imaxit store is Bailey pillar. And I'm going to see if Flavor Max will be one of the first buying the pillar. You understand me? Yes, I will leave this anti-Bailey channel. No, Flavor Max. People say that you're delusional. You're very delusional, Flavor Max. I'm telling you, you're very delusional. That's what people seeing. Because nobody ate Bailey here. We just want Jamaica to be good. That's all we want. All right? Yes. No. I don't think Flavor Max. Listen to me. I don't go around disrespecting people, so I won't answer to Flavor Max, because I pride myself on respecting people. So I'm not going to make Flavor Max put me out of character. All right, I'm not that type of person, so I will not answer to Flavor Max. All right, let me just continue. JD, correction: 1990 and 1998. All right. Pointing out deficiencies in a player's game is not anti that player or bad mind. It's called objectivity. It's called yes, I will not all right. All right. No, Flavor Max, you just don't. Flavor Max, listen to me now. Flavor Max, may I beg you please, just rewatch the video. Let me just concentrate on the rest of the topics then. Because we finish an hour, we only want to go 2 hours. Flavor Max, we have no problem with you. We love you, brother. We love you. All right? Yes, we love you and we want you to do well. All right? Yes, we want you to do well. All right, Africans are bad mind, boy. Remember. All right, the chat is going too wild, guys. The guys, you cannot be disrespecting my chat. So let me pass 100. Let me get back the channel to 100 likes within an hour, because you cannot find the education, the vibes, and just the confidence on this channel. It cannot be replicated nowhere else on planet Earth. That's why we have an Earth for ourselves called the Imaxit Earth. So definitely smash up that like button. So anyways, now we're going to be talking about the Cameroon Jamaica game. So this is the listing for the Cameroon team. But what we did now, we tried to give you two sides, because what most would not tell you, because most don't know. You have systems in Africa, which we had brought it to your attention, because some of our subscribers still knew it, and some of our subscribers are Africans, which you know that we became a sensation in the African countries. All right, yes, because of our ability to actually adapt something that Flavor Max don't know. He loves too much pillars. All right, yes. So, anyways, because of we being much more personal, sitting back and trying to learn, we have jumped upon certain things. So in the African countries, they have tournaments that kept outside FIFA windows. Sometimes it will fall inside FIFA window, but it still maintain the same status quo of having only local based players participating in those competitions. So the Chan competition and those competitions, naturally, most of the time, the qualifiers just be all local teams. All right, yes. So because this is going to be out of FIFA window, and the coach says that he's going to be looking for maximum 5 players to partake in a Cameroon team. The Cameroon team is not one of the strongest Cameroonian teams overall with the internationals and everything. It's not the strongest. All right. So they have gone with this squad right here. All right. We're going to go through the squad. Jermaine, we're going to take call after brother. Please, Jermaine, let me just finish this conversation and then we'll call you back. All right, big boss? 1 second. I will call you back right after Jermaine. All right. Yes. I will call you back right after Big Boss. Right after. Let me just finish. All right. So their normal squad entails of the big players like this. Let me maximize it just to show you. Some names that you know, familiar with. These are the big names that's on their team. One that you know good. Onana. Onana is one of the more established keepers. Most of the Chelsea fans would have known him because they wanted him for a while, but transfers couldn't get through. Wow. Played in the French league. It's a good solid player. All right. Yes. And you have Nkalo here. And I think around 3-4 more solid players that we know, all right, on the team, as you can see here. Akambi, right here. You can see Leon, yes. Kaudo, you know him as well. He's at Besiktas now. At this point, Mbuemo from our boy Ethan Pinnock's Brentford. So they do have good players in their normal ranks, but it's not still, so to me, it's still like the best team. And it's not one of the best African teams. Even though they qualified, I still believe that you have teams that never qualified that are good teams. In my beliefs, all right. Yes, but that's just my belief. I could be wrong. All right. So let me go back to this team that they have actually named. Marcelin, Queredo, Patrick, inside the goalie side. Defensive side, you have Thomas, Brandon, Ozefi, Ibrahim, Do Ves, Alfred, Joachim, Malone as the defenders, and then the midfielders you have Joseph, Martial, Keba, Felix, Valentin, Louise, Jerome, Henry P. And then the attackers you have Harrison, Marau, Patate, Emmanuel, Joseph, Debani, and Ramses. Those are the individuals that will be featuring. So they are looking to create something for the future, 4 or 5 players. All right. Yes. So that is the difference coming up in the future. All right. Yes. So not because it is a local team. Their local teams are ranked way higher than the Jamaica League. All right. Yes. So if we are going to take out JPL players, it's still not going to be higher than some of the worst African teams because the African Cup of Nations are ranked way higher than most of the regions that we do have here. All right. So don't think that you're gonna just walk over teams, all right? Because as you can see in the tournament that we played the last time, we got pretty much embarrassed by Morocco. We could have gotten way more, and that was not Morocco's nowhere good team. All right, yes. So and we never got to play Ghana. We only played 2 games. Good morning, Mr. Errol. Let me open this. Jermaine, that's the answer. Your call alone, Jermaine. I need to fix something with the call-in, so I'm not going to accept no other call until I can finish this thing, all right? Yes, so let me just take Jermaine call. Anyone who wants to call in has to join the Discord because I have some little problem with some things. I'm going to work on it after.
Yes, boss.
Good day, Mr. Jermaine. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. So sorry for calling when you were ranting.
No. I was just trying to explain something for people to know about the team. You know, like the team
Okay.
that's here, the team that they have to go to World Cup, who should come off of this team, what they are looking for, and what to expect because of the quality of the region. You know, I have to make people know. So that means they're not confused to say that, oh, this is not the best team from the region, but they're still beating Jamaica. But I have to make them know that it's still a bigger team. You get me? Yes. So I have to make people know that. You
Yeah.
understand? Yes. So I think I've
Uh,
explained it well and fast. So let me know what's up with your big boss.
yeah, I'm not. I was just gonna run up a few points because I'm going in the building, but I can't even listen. I can't have my headphones on, but I can't really say nothing, type or nothing. Well, the points I wanted was to make when it come on to Omari Hutchinson and the Reggae Boys team. A lot of these coaches, international coaches, they're going for all the dual nationalities and they try to tie them up by having them playing some senior cap. And a lot of them, they're not sure if they're going to use them. But by tying them up, they cannot play for nobody else, right? And that is also wrong. So I think Omar Hutchinson, right? He's gonna fall in that boat, and it's up to him. You know what I mean? To realize, okay, this coach is not gonna be around forever, and all the other young potential, no matter where they are, coaches are gonna be watching them, are gonna be going after them, right? As far as of course, the players' heads are gonna turn this way or that way, but then again, I don't think all these players are stupid. Coaches going around and telling 100 players the same, they call it position, right? And they also know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So England going to target a bunch of players, and all of them is not going to end up playing for England, right?
Mm-hmm.
One more point, and then I make you respond. As far as this guy, the United forward that got the rape charge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's
Greenwood,
his name again?
Messi Greenwood.
I think Jamaica is his only chance for salvation. But he's going to have to prove that he wants to come. He's going to have to reach out to us, right? Because I don't think it's a way back for him for England. Because you know how society is, right? When he's a black man in their country, right? Even if you're not found guilty, it's like in the eyes of the public, you're guilty, right? So if he can keep that level that he has, I believe that he's going to reach out to us. And I think, I heard some guy make a joke about Marlon King and all them people earlier. This is not no joke. Our football is in a serious crisis, right? And if we can get if we can get these serious players who want to play for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's top level, top talent, and want to play for us, then we should get them. Don't matter what the cost is. You know what I mean? Then we should get them. We should also don't give up and what you call it, Omari Hutchinson. Fight for them. Fight for every single one of them.
Yeah,
What you say, boss?
but remember, this would be a difference, because remember you heard Mr. Speed them talking previous time. They never really into those things, Oh, if a man want to play for Jamaica, I'm for sure say I want to play for Jamaica. You understand me? We were the ones telling people that no, that's not the right way to approach it. These guys don't know nothing about Jamaica. Obviously, Omar Hutchinson is a little bit different. He's much more inclined with the culture. So yes, he could choose, but you have others don't, but they are still Jamaicans, just the same our potential Jamaicans to play for us. So our attitude has to change. But now we have a person at the helm, which is from outside. It might go different. But why couldn't just go different when we have a Jamaican at the helm? That is what I want, because that will show signs that we're changing our mentality. If Hutchinson play for Jamaica and others come to play for Jamaica, it's not because of Jamaicans made it play for Jamaica. It's because of a white man come here and realize this is the way to win. Why couldn't be Whitmore doing something like that? That's what I want. So that's how I will mark down changes. It would not be a change if this man make him play for Jamaica.
But JD, you touched on something, right? Which is very important. I want everybody who is listening out there, listen to this. Is not this coach, he's coming from a professional environment, right? I think before he took the job, right? This guy did not take this job for JFF to walk over him. No. This guy take the job with a seat, and he's in charge, right? So he's gonna go and see the players that he wants. Also there was this misinformation out there that Mikel Antonio, he just tried to come lately. No, he tried for Jamaica many years ago and JFF turned him down. So there's a lot of misinformation out there, right? But I think this coach is no joke. I don't think this coach is a joke. And I don't think the JFF can play with this guy. It's just my that's just me right there. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
this guy is a joke. All right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, boss man. So me go on and listen, man.
All
All
right,
right,
respect,
cool.
respect. Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we have some comments here. George Smith, thanks for being here. Talking about Jamaica have talent question. Well, if we want, if you want us to reach world recognition quickly, focus on the potential. The reggae girls. Oh God. George Smith, we're going to cover the reggae girls. Don't. You can't just disrespect the reggae boys like that. George Smith said we just focus on the reggae girls. My goodness. And today is the disrespectful show, man. My goodness. Good morning, Errol. How are you doing, man? Nicholson, good. Which game? Nicholson did this thing in some games, man. Thank God we have less cataract. No, cataract. We had start from scratch, and cataract only go at big dances. He never expected us to reach back our eye level so fast. Sometimes mentally, something mentally wrong with some of these people. So Bailey's not a standout. Bad mind JD, man. Score against Manu 2 day. Oh my god. Flavor Max, I think your brain cell's not working. I've said standout for Jamaica. And you're talking about Manchester United. When have Jamaica played Manchester United, people? Please, just educate me. What is wrong with Flavor Max? Flavor Max, buy 2 more pillar. I'm begging you. Just buy 2 much more pillar. Julian, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Let me turn on this because it's gonna echo. I need to fix that, man. I challenge y'all to speak positive over Bailey's career for once. Oh my God, Flavor Max, take your time, Flavor Max. All right. So from the start, and the people in the category, fly up for come support me. Other people go start stream. So Flavor Max, just find anywhere else because you must find a stream somewhere. Just find anywhere else and go there for the time being. Please, me I beg you. All right. Yes. So Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Who is we? I don't know. What? All right. JD and Africans, nothing but love. Same way. Listen to me, man. Kurt Steele, stop act like me in a Jamaican, Kurt Steele. That me I try make you know, you know. You always try to put me in our outside box when me not say what you want me to say. And when me say what you want me to say, then you actually give me respect and say, you see you, Kurt Steele, stop follow the one Flavor Max. Imaxit, I've seen and heard people saying Blake should not be in the national team. Just asking why they say that. Don't know. Because of tell you what, guys, we have to face reality, and we don't want to spend long on this one because we want to talk about the Manning Cup and other scores and everything coming up because we still have limited time. We only have 50 more minutes because we're not going to pass 2 hours. So when Pastor come, I'll have a 5 minutes him turn up on, a 5 minutes alone he's getting. All right, yes, we have a limited time and we want to do our limited time. What took place, DJ Gigs, is we have proven that these guys are very good liars. They had set a certain targets from day one, and because majority of the Jamaican people that follow football in Jamaica, they tend to be brainwashed by these players. You know, yes. And when I just came here and I heard their demands, everyone was flicking out videos from here and there, and I came out and said that I don't agree with what they're saying because for me, the country comes first. It doesn't matter what the internal fighting is. The country comes first, and no matter what they're telling you, it's some selfish needs. And even when they're telling you about the next guy want the 2,000 and the 3,000, I've done some calculation. Even some of these guys that you're thinking of making $1 billion, they are not making over much more than $2,000 per week. All right, they're not making much more of a 2,000 after tax per week. So when they're hyping up their chest, you just not checking. But because if I come out here and tell you the truth and show you the facts on the screen, you're going to say I'm a bad mind. So I prefer not to do so. But with that said, they were looking their own money for themselves, then talk about the guys in Jamaica needed to help themselves, which is a big lie and a little stunt. And I've read through it very, very fast. But anyway, flip forward. Because of those demands, and they couldn't get along with the JFF, which I'm not in no support with the JFF because me not really like them. All right, I'm not in no support of them, but we can reason objective and give people their credit. All right, the JFF came out and said, all right, then the president came out and said, oh yes, we can find better players overseas, which I had actually agreed. So when I came here, that's what I've said as well. You can find better players overseas. I don't know what this high demand from these players, though they want to start negotiation from 7,000. When you are the best teams in the Concacaf, which was Canada, Mexico, United States, and none of them, bar United States, wanted 7,000 at the time, and they were doing things. Costa Rica, we can put Costa Rica and Panama in it as well, because we never really beat up them team that no time in our history, and they are not getting so much money. And who's ever collecting money sometimes give it back to charity. All right, so that was the thing now. So what that queued up DJ Gigs, it queued up a gang of personnel to stand on something, because they can't be objective to nothing at all, even when they sound like they can do it. Our society don't allow it. You get me? So because these guys came in on the back of the speech of the president, like they are here to take over their games, it brought a dislike into the man from day one that they couldn't change. And the documentary, after Lou and all of them come out and say that's a lie, and Vloggers telling lie, Ryan telling lies, and others telling lies, which it was very clear, because we have heard things from backdoor and we have gotten even proof. But because it's not my style, I never even exposed those things. All right, but we know it was true, and we stood up to it. That proven it's a lie, because Netflix, they can't shut up Netflix. Netflix showcased that they had problems in the camp, and the overall management skill of Andre Blake might be proven a little bit limited. For people that, the culture that we have, we need persons with a worldly knowledge to band. You understand me? So you want people of the best of both worlds to be a captain. So that's why I think people will automatically come up now and say that you would want a better captain, because you want someone like, before, people hated me when I just came here, but you realize that I can fit in both worlds, because I've educated myself and not to be xenophobic, and learn about people and change my attitude from what my culture's attitude is. So in order for we to have a much more wider base, because this is not a cultural team, that's what we need to factor in. This is not a cultural team, because these guys don't know Jamaica. Majority of them don't know Jamaica's culture. You understand me? So it's a much more widespread team. So you cannot have limited minds or limited experience personnel, a captain in the team, because you hear sometimes him talk, he don't really want to go certain location, because they can't fit in everywhere. They're going to struggle a lot of places, because they want to keep their same cultural style. Believe me. Sometimes the best thing to do for make our people successful is to make sure we're broke when we go foreign. Remember me say that, and I want you to click me. When we go foreign, make sure we're broke and work from that side. The worst thing to do is give us money in our country, so we can maintain our same attitude, and we don't have nowhere to go. Remember me tell you that, and you're gonna hear it from a lot of people that are successful worldwide. All right, yes. Remember me tell her, click this what I've said, and you're gonna hear some billionaires, we're connected to Jamaica, tell her the same thing. All right, yeah, man. Remember, I'm one of the product of this problem, one of the main product of this problem, and I've sit down for days and try to figure out the ways how to survive. You get me? Yes, man. So that's why people came out and said he's not needed to be the captain, and I clearly agreed. You get me? I clearly agreed. He doesn't have that experience to be the captain. He doesn't have that experience. He need broader based people with broader knowledge how to deal with people worldwide to be the captain. And I don't think he has that knowledge. You get me? Just said, bad mind, JD, hoping we broke when we go foreign. You know why I said that? I just believe that when we're broke as let me speak from my, and I'm not talking everyone in Jamaica, because Pastor always said I should correct myself. Not talking everyone in Jamaica. I'm talking about where I'm from, in the ghetto. I think because of our ego, and we have people go to foreign countries and tell people that we are the best when we go to foreign country, which is a big lie. A big lie. All right. We go over there because some of my friends, when they come here, they believe the lie so long. They stuck on a 5-year street and can't move to this day. And the amount of things I've achieved in that time, because my attitude was different. And in reverse, I was the one had everything in Jamaica, and they had nothing in Jamaica. But because they took the Jamaican mentality of the belief that they are the biggest thing, they were the one left on the street side. Well, while I achieved everything because I wanted to go and do the work. So I said, it best you go there broke. So at least you don't go with that attitude, because we have an attitude not care what we are saying. Some of them are tough up them face in the chat when me talk, but them know a true me attack 100%. You get me? And this is what some of these ballers have when them go overseas. That's why them can't reach nowhere. Especially when them the inside of an English country, speaking country. It's hard for them reach places. You get me? Yes. So that's where I'm coming from. So I want better for people, but I have to tell you, because I love and I beg everyone, please go and watch that lady that they said worth 700 million US dollars, and she's a Jamaican. And I can tell you, if you never liked me from a long time, and maybe because she's a lady that like her, because she echo all of the sentiments that me talk about for 2 years here. I want to beat me every day. And she the richest Jamaican woman. So maybe that tell you something. Maybe you just might see me soon. I want to have a talk to me. All right. Yeah.
I will personally manage the organization of that interview when you reach I'll do it from when you reach 250 million. Yeah, 250 million euros. Euros. You probably reach 250 million Jamaican already, man. Me not talk about that. We want when you can talk, you know. So I'll manage the interview and that sort of thing. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, man. So guys, cherish the people who want good food. That's all me I say. Cherish the people who want good food. That's all. That's all. Me I beg you. Cherish the people who want good food. We have some beautiful people connected to Jamaica, but we just run them away with an attitude. Me I telling you. We just run them away with an attitude. We just stop that. Respect the people, them. Because you know what I love what the lady said? The lady said, let me tell you this, man. Anything me I give people, them have to work feet. I love that. You have to have an aim and a vision. She not get nothing. No care how much trillions of dollars Jamaican she worth. You not get dollar. I say, see it? When I come here and say, transparency. I will pay the money for the ticket for the people, them. Just show me the way out, and let me can show the fans them. Transparency. Oh, we want transparency for this, that. And Cataracta with him foolishness. And then later me hear the whole of them talk about transparency. Everybody start talking about transparency. Like it was a new word invented in the Jamaican dictionary. Them never know it from before, you know. Them bash my feet, you know. But when the reality come around, the whole of them talk about transparency at the end. Yeah? But I love how the lady talk. The lady inspire people for go out and do even more. Like if you have more, you still want to go out and do more. And keep on helping people, but not help them, not give them nothing in them hand for the waste on the street. Give them something for go bill. Make sure you have a plan. You can't get $1 from me if you don't have a plan. I love how the lady talk. Brilliant mind, man. Go and check out that one on TVJ. That video needs to have 1 billion likes over the rat boy there. I don't even know his name, but the rat boy where. The rat boy everybody like and put a bag of videos, a bag of like on them video. Man, all him do is talk about killing and drugs, nothing else. You understand? Me don't even know him name. When they tell me him name all about always, but me don't even care because me don't care if you're interested in him name. But that video they put up on 10,000 likes. You understand me? Because that is a person who walk from barefoot, go foreign, and somebody give her an opportunity. I love the fact that she go back to the school and give how much scholarships to the school. You get me? That is a person of a vision. And I heard people talk about why she never give Jamaica. Give Jamaica what? What Jamaica work for?
But Jenny, pause. Jenny,
so the
don't let them draw you down that rat hole. Hold on.
The lady for that.
Jenny, don't let them draw you down that rat hole. When she give it to the school, and which part of the school there? The students who ever get the scholarship, and which part them where them from? Jamaica should give it to.
She give Jamaicans for the opportunity to go to United States, but me don't know what they talk about Jamaica. No, Jamaican get the same way.
I know Jamaica should give.
Me don't know. They for them hear the woman, money. Them just want the woman money without not do nothing. And them hear in the video the woman I tell them say them she not give them nothing until them have a family she talk about. So the attitude it show you, the attitude of the individuals them. We need to change. Our attitude need to change. Yeah, man, but me just want to highlight the lady there. Me just want to highlight her because I love what she do. And I love to see that Jamaicans out there do real hard work. And she suck up what she have to suck up and move on. You understand me? Yes, because I love the fact that she identifies the racism there everywhere. You understand me? Yes. So I love that. And she just put on her blinkers, where Warren always tell me, and just move on. All right? I love that. Yeah, sorry about that, big pastor. But we have some other things where we have to. No, oh my God, Jesus, guys. All right, sorry, Giovanni. I've said the wrong word. I've said the wrong word. All right, yes. So, pastor. All right, because our streams, guys, always touch all different places, And that's why it go always.
Kenny, one thing before we move, I saw the interview. Haven't watched it yet, but I put a like on it. Because of what the title had in there. For a few years now, I am here trying to put things in place to go back to Jamaica, to establish myself a particular way if I am not immediately accepted back into the pastoral ministry. I'm not going to be sitting around and wait for anything from anyone. I am putting things in place so that I'll be able to do something that I wanted to do from a boyhood dream. But I've capped it with this statement that the first money I believe I'll spend when I get to Jamaica is with the FLA, the Firearm Licensing Authority. You see, I'm like how them publicly state about what them are run after this woman. I said, why she never give it to Jamaica? Despite all that she has given is to Jamaicans. So I want to know how you give Jamaicans something and another Jamaica get it? To alleviate the financial stress and burden of some families to send their children to a reputable institution. I don't know how them make that divide. I have always said for the last 2.5, 3 years that the first money I will spend is with the Firearm Licensing Authority. Because I'm not going to talk to somebody like Pastor Blake. They're going to feel so they can step to somebody like Pastor Blake. And I'm a licensed burial officer. These people have created this kind of, it is not a Jamaican culture because by virtue of the motto, look at that vehicle skipping all over the place on the road, the amount of snow. They have created a subculture within the Jamaican culture that is directly opposite to the culture that the motto of Jamaica embodies. Jamaica is out of many, we are one people. So the indigenous people that were on the island, the Spanish that came and took over the island, the British that came and took over the island and enslaved us, the indentured workers that came in from India, those that came from China years after, those persons who came and lived and became a part of what it is to be Jamaican. To be Jamaican means to embody others. And it is why Jamaican Guna used to say, everything I say, stop with the JFF. For far too long, the JFF was guilty of treasonous behavior as it relates to the motto and what it embodies in Jamaica. For far too long. And I have said on this program on many occasions that the Minister of Culture, the Minister of Sports, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Education, these 5 ministries should have intervened. Despite what the FIFA stipulations are, they should never have had the JFF running wanton for so long, discrediting and destroying brand Jamaica. Because all of this, a lot of these people in the chat, JD, they have done nothing but destroy what real Jamaica is, To say you are going to cut out your brother because the people in the diaspora, by virtue of their heritage, are Jamaicans. And worse, when they get the passport, they are no less Jamaican than those who were born on the land because of the same grandparents and your cousin them. But you're going to split a family to create a war like what's happening in Israel over the Gaza Strip. 2 cousins a fight. And then they call it a holy war. They justify it by mixing up God in them gutter. I've said all of that to say this. There are many more, maybe not as financially astounding as this lady is, but there are many more Jamaicans who have fulfilled the term suck salt through wooden spoon and has managed to come out with as though they had a golden spoon in their mouth from birth, that could do a similar interview, and they are willing, JD, to unload or offload some of the blessings that they have acquired to aid the process of development in Jamaica. But who is going to dread all of what these spurious, in the words of Jesus, whitewashed sepulchres come on international space and put out? These putrefying sores, because I'm going to transition all of this into the captaincy of Jamaica. Anybody who is going to cut off or prevent any group of people from being a part of the Jamaican team is not fit even for consideration as a player, much more captain. And if we go into the archives and pull 3 of Andre Blake's interviews, he has discredited himself from being the captain.
But Pastor, we cannot do some. We only have 28 minutes. We have so much to do, Pastor. Let me just go through the comments them fast, because
so we will move. You will go through the comments and move to what next you have to do.
Yeah, man. Let me just do that, because we have to stick to the topic at this point. And when Pastor there here, guys, Pastor want to give you 700 gems for 5 pennies. So you see someone who hit the like button. 150 we say. 150 before the 2 hours. We still have 28 more minutes. All right. Thank you very much, Sinobly. That's true, JD. We chase a lot of people who want. Yeah. It's sad. All right, the Ratty Gang, whatever him call himself. Yes, I don't know him. Wizard, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. She clearly stated, if it was for school, she wouldn't be in the situation. that she's in. Yeah. She did say that. Big up yourself, Jairus. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yes, man. Tomorrow we will do the live. It's just because we can't get to do so much things at once. All right. We just try our best. Me is Lynn. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Giovanni said, I bought the trademark. I have nothing to do with trademark. I'm very sad that I couldn't get in on the trademark as well. If I had known it costs so little, I would have definitely pay for it myself. All right. Yes, and I would have a lot of money now, and I would have been in a much more, I would say, powerful position to make Jamaica better. All right, so Shakpo, yes, Shakpo. Later we are going to be chopping up the schoolboy football. So guys, make sure to join us later for the schoolboy football as well. All right, yeah, man, make sure to join us later for that. All right, we have a few matches playing today, and we're gonna try and do a post match and finish off with what we started here. We don't like we just put two things and then we take up 2 hours for two things. We have other things to put in it, so we're gonna put sub headers and we work with it. All right, yes, man. Big up, Shakpo. Thanks for the continuous support, man. But guys, come on, man. We have 118 here and we're there for 2 hours. Normally we be closer to 200 likes. All right, and we know what we are talking about is experience that people not sharing. But because we now come with the bag of drama and the bag of madness, it's like, nah, do the thing. So do the thing, man. We're not pressure on if you don't like. So I'm gonna make sure to thumb up the like button. So all right, so we have JC. We have one group of the Manning Cup coming at this point. All right. JC ran out very much strong winners over Wolmer's 4-1. All right. You saw we posted one of the goal scorers that kept doing good things. You need to look out for him. I think he's one of the better Manning Cup players. We need to do a series to break down all the good Manning Cup players that we saw so far and where we think they can reach based on what we saw. All right. Yes, man. We think Pastor can join that one, but we'll give him a little time. I will give anyone that wants to join the panel a little time. I want to start with 3 or 4 people on the panel. We ain't putting anybody on it. All right. It's just the 3 or 4 people. We want to be organized. All right. And we want to give people time so we can give you much more of a
JD, for the show later. For the show later, I will only be able to listen in part. I cannot join the panel.
I have no problem. I have no problem because I will have Shakpo and others.
Once I start working, sometime about 11:30 thereabout, I'm going to go all the way to close to midnight, so I won't be able to join.
All right, no problem.
I'll listen as is possible.
Totally understand. That's okay. So we have Wolmer's playing JC. JC has been one of the standout teams in the Manning Cup. I love the way they're playing, and they have added Zimenez, which we know from the national team and under 20s. For me, I don't rate him at that high level, but people said that he has potential. I do see him as an okay player. I don't see him as that high level as yet. But obviously, with time comes, we can say, yes, this man step up and stuff, But we have proven that is correct, because if you look back at where he's at right now, because he's gone back to the Jamaica college team. I'm not saying it's a step down, but it is a step down in that sense to say that you're going back to Manning Cup when you're playing you're getting called for the national team. That means you should be taking a roll over to go to elsewhere. You understand? But nonetheless, it makes their team better. All right, because it's a lower tier for him to dominate yet again, to be seen on the scale. So I said, with all of that, I think a JC will be the overly dominant individual going forward for this one. In my estimation, yes, based on what they have done overall. So let me know, guys, what say you on that side, JC or Wolmer's? Pastor, what say you on that one?
JC right back should be able to win that match. If you put Omari Hutchinson in any of the Manning Cup teams, we would expect that Omari Hutchinson should be able to win it for them. I have said it that way to lend credence to the whole selection process. If a player is good enough to play in the national senior team, despite his age, he should be able to totally dominate his own age group. So for you to say you carry the national player to the school, I don't think it is an indictment unless he's going to be performing at the same level of the rest of the students who were not so privileged to have gotten a call up, much more to have played international football. So he has to know that he's carrying on his shoulder the recommendation of every person that had anything to do with him playing in the national senior team. Because all of them are under the microscope now with him playing in Manning Cup. So even without putting player to player or coach with system against system, I would have to go to with JC as the winner. JC has Jimenez. I played right back for a lot of the time, and I know the value of going down the flank and putting in those valuable crosses. And if the keeper come off, I'm lying, and you look up 35 yards out, you bang it. So let's see Jimenez. I am going JC with 100% support behind the national right back.
Yes, you brought up a good point there. People, I do think that this is an opportunity for him to help himself or actually break himself if he cannot turn up here. Based on the fact that he was not one of the better players in the under-20s. I thought that he was very, very bad in the under-20s, even though he had an assist and a goal, I thought, yes. But he was very, very bad. Very, very bad. Like pretty much holding back the team at from time to time, you know. So if he can do something good for himself, we might can see him getting talked about somewhere else yet again. You know, so this can only help him. They have this player, Makwan Aldridge. I got a chance to see him a few times. I posted something on my Instagram, which you guys need to go and subscribe to, which is the Imaxit new Instagram. We have like 300 followers over there, so we are doing good. We need to double that by maybe next month, so we can give some light to the channel. Yes, but Makwan Aldridge, he's one of the good players. Create inside midfield. He can push out wide and he can score goals as well. So they do have some good players on the team. I think they are a good unit, you know. But he's one of the players that people sent more clips enough. And I said he's one that you need to look out for.
Yeah, I've seen some clips of Makwan. And based on the reports, he's one to look out for. So
yeah. So
couple that with a national player, I suppose you have a recipe for victory, man.
Yes, I think with all of that said, I'm going for a strong win for JC today. All right.
4-2.
They're coming up against Selassie. Now remember, Selassie is a team that does not concede so much. All right, so let me know, guys. Give me some predictions. Selassie versus JC. JC is one of the top teams in the Manning Cup. Period. All right, and with that said, even though Selassie don't concede so much, they have conceded 3 against Stats. So I think this is our next game that they're going to concede a little bit more as well, because I do believe that JC is the best team. It's going to be a tight group, but JC should be the best team if they want to go on to win the Manning Cup, and with the players that they do have at their disposal.
Jerry, not to overburden I think any particular thing, but it is good that they'll be playing Selassie. That is only a one match that you can say that they were opened up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the coaching at the national level is supposed to posit something more than the coaching at any club. You'd have had the best coaching staff, the best unit at the national level. Having been fortunate enough to have gotten that exposure, with what we know that the JC team can do and has done so far in the competition, I am hoping for Zeminez's sake, and for the credence of for really is a whole heap of character on show in this Zeminez package at JC right now, because this is supposed to show what the national program has for me to aspire to want to go there. I am supposed to see the maturity, and I'm not talking age maturity now, I'm talking experiential maturity, come to the fore, where he's able to link up with his midfield, drag their midfielders wide as a overlapping right wing back, and open up spaces so that JC can penetrate that Selassie's defense. If I don't see that, I am going to be critically asking the question, what is there for me to aspire to in terms of a national program? Because this is now the national program's prodigy coming down to showcase. It has to be viewed as that, to showcase what we are doing at the elite level. So I hope somebody psychologically impose on Zeminez the value of his presence when he walks out on that field. He has to captain the captain by virtue of his action and response to the moment by moment plays on the field of play. You are.
Yeah, but Pastor, him just coming back. You think that he's going to be up to speed, or he should be because of the level that he's coming back
JC, from? JD, he has to be. It's not that he should. He has to be. The national team product is what he's carrying on his back. I saw a video of Ronaldinho in Brazil 2 months ago. He's retired. But I saw several of those plays that he had in Barcelona and 2 new plays. He is still producing new plays, retired, mash up out of it. I don't think he can make any club team playing anywhere because of maybe fitness level and age does do that, take away from you. But I saw 2 new players that I never saw, and I used to watch this. I used to watch Buffy, yeah. So I'm saying Zeminez is a young man. However, the school counselor or some sports psychologist sent down from JFF, they need to get him to understand the gravity of his presence in our schoolboy system, having been buffeted to the national team. Failure is not an option. And this is not just, you see, literally, he has been set up, He has literally been set up, He's given a burden that you should not necessarily have given a young person, really, But come at the hour, come at the man is the statement, and he has to appear.
All right,
he have to show up.
Yeah. All right. So that's the one game there, and then you have the next one, which should be Stats versus Wolmer's. Shakpo said most of the games have changed to today. So let me know how much more games changed to today, Shakpo, because it was only 2 I'm seeing here. So Stats will be taking on Wolmer's. This is our next opportunity for Stats to actually go places. Whether it can happen. Let me know inside the chat, or let me know on the rewatch, because some of you guys might be
Stats are your team.
Yeah, but yeah. So St. Andrew Technical will face Wolmer's. Wolmer's lost the first game. Definitely looked a little bit on the lower scale because I heard their coach saying that they had a load of injuries coming in. So maybe that's okay. Just 2 games changed to today. Okay, no problem. We will cover the 2 games tonight, just the same. And maybe tonight we will do our best 11 for the Reggae boys as well. So we'll tie the games. Them they are going to be at the front for people that loves the Manning Cup. They are going to be at the front, and then Reggae boys will be at the back end. I'm going to be structuring these shows going forward. All right. Yes. So yes, that's coming into this one. I think as a slight favorites. Yes, because they still conceded 2 against Haile Selassie and looked shaky at points. You know, it's my team, so I'm gonna be honest. Yes. So they need to come. They need to try and improve that and be a little bit more stable because they don't want to have upset. But I think stats should be beaten. Injury raven team from Wolmer's at this point. All right.
Question.
Yes, because I do.
Wolmer's coach is still Woodlow. What's her name?
Coach. I thought the coach was where again? What's his name, man? The what's his name, man? Oh my God, Wolmer's coach, man. Theodore Whitmore. Where again? Assistant. Where did he get fired? Jerome Waite. I think Jerome Waite is the coach. It was Jerome Waite I saw speaking. Yes, Jerome Waite. I thought it's Jerome Waite. Is the coach.
All of them in the coach. No Waite did have. No Waite did have.
Yes, man.
No Waite did a coach something the team. Not. Wolmer's him there. Waite.
Yeah, man. All of them in the man. All of the coaches the way you know.
No.
Every single
Waite has always been a good Manning Cup coach, you know, but he was the coach of when he was doing well, man, he was the coach of not remembering the school name. No, but there was this big name high school coach, I think a Woodlow or something like same name, did their Wolmer's one time. Anyway, if it's Waite, it's Waite. Waite is a fairly competent Jamaican coach within the Jamaica football fraternity.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me. Yes, yeah, man. We know it's Waite. So for me, I think stats win. So I'm going 3-1. I think Selassie will score on JC 3-1. JC. And stats 2-1, a much more closer game for stats over Wolmer's. All right, both games will be aired today, so definitely we will be watching them and come with a deep analysis, so we can do a lot of it in the 2 hours. So I think we'll have
my score is 4-2. My score is 4-2 and 2-1.
4-2 and 2-1. All right. Respect. All right. So let me take the questions then before we shoot out because we have like 9 more minutes. So send in them so we can chop up. Grimy, same thing here. Javan says Tati was at Club Rouge. I don't know about that. That's why I tell you that I will wait until I see an article in overseas news. Once it's not directly Jamaica news, if it says a foreign country, I want to see the article in the foreign country first before I do believe it. You know, I tend to think that the people put a lot of question mark beside things, Giovanni, and said it's actual facts. You know, in the statement, when they're making the statement, they're saying it's facts, you know. But on the title, they're asking a question and just confuse you, you know. So I don't know. He's at JC, no, and I assure Club Brugge ain't Bruges in English, is not the same as JC at all. Because Club Brugge actually the Champions League, round of 16. So it's completely different, you know? Yes, I'm sure it's not the same. I want to see Omari Hutchinson, Leon Bailey, Antonio, and a fully developed Whisper all on the field at one. Kai, you might not see that, you know. You get me? I can vouch for Hutchinson. No, I can vouch for Hutchinson to some extent because he's already on the crisp of Chelsea. So if he chose Jamaica, he might get some game to prove himself. Leon Bailey and Mikel Antonio in the team already, but Whisper is nowhere near the national team. So I cannot say a spot is just flat out ready for Whisper. I'm very sorry. Whisper is a very good footballer. I love it. You get me? I'm still waiting him to develop, but I can't put him in the same bracket as the next three because the next three doing something at a higher level than him by a good stretch. All right, but you just leave him to develop at this point. Kai, you had said fully developed, but we don't know if when he's fully developed, we're not going to have challenges by 6, 7 more English Jamaicans play for Manchester City. Want to make the team. So you don't know how long it's going to take him to reach the team. That's a tricky one to have a conversation on, you know. With
JD,
definitely say that Whisper will be in the national team because we have the quality worldwide. So it's hard for me to say it at this point. But Bailey and Antonio, sure, Hutchinson is on the edge right now. So let's see what he can do.
Anytime you're going in and anytime you're making a statement and I'm cutting you midstream, is because I'm correcting something that I know you don't believe it how people interpret it. So I'm challenging you to say it right.
I'm saying it. Oh no, I'm not saying it no other way. I'm saying it. Oh, I want to say it. So you can challenge my argument.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what you just said. Let me tell you what you just said. Let me tell you what you just said. English Jamaican. There's no such thing. Oh, that is what I was. That's the only thing I took issue with. No, listen.
Relate to something, Pastor. I'm in a need for fight over that, Pastor. Wrong statement.
I don't fight.
My point I make.
No, so the point that you have made. No. There's nothing to attack in the point that you made. The point is salient. JD, there's absolutely nothing to attack the point that you made. So that is a salient point. We could get to the stage.
That's how you identify them.
No.
The difference. You have local Jamaicans, you have English Jamaicans. So it's correct. It's a
Jesus. JD is not correct.
Well, say what you want to
Pastor. The motto of Jamaica, the motto of Jamaica says, out of many, we are one people. As long as you're a Jamaican, you're a Jamaican. Even if you were born on the ocean like the late Prime Minister Edward Siaga, because that was one of the political jargons used in his early days in politics when he was going as Prime Minister. That him no banya.
Okay. All right, Sir Pastor. All right. It is said that Whisper might not represent Jamaica when he's fully developed. Well, all players can do. King represent Jamaica already, so you can't use him. But any other guys that don't represent Jamaica as yet, and they go overseas and play good, they can represent other countries, of course. Even England, anywhere. You can represent anywhere. To be honest, you just stay there for long, get your papers and your nationalization, and they can play. You understand me? Say after this and structure the part out, yes. But in terms of Wells says Whisper is ready, JD. I don't think so, Wells. And if you call me, you cannot give me a solid point why you think he's ready. You understand me? So I don't think so. I know I give him all the credit in the Manning Cup, 100%. And I saw him overseas doing his thing against players. I can give him the respect there, but Wells, I'm a person where people come to your logics, and anybody that come out here and said that he's ready now and can make it over.
Can I ask a question?
I'm finish up, Pastor. I'm finish up, brother. I can make it do your thing, brother. Anybody that go out and say that rightfully, it's either them a sell a player, because them a benefit from it. You get me? Yes, flat out, because Whisper is not better than Leon Bailey, not better than Michael Antonio, not better than Jamal Lowe, not better than none of the forwards that we have now. Not better than. We have to understand that this is levels to football. It's a reason why you never have the Manning Cup. I'm going to show you. Remember, this is context. All right. If you put in under 20s that played the other day in the Concacaf region, they would have dominated the schoolboy football and nobody no score a goal or even remotely win a game. They would have battered everybody in the Manning Cup. I'm talking about the average team like the Costa Rica, the United States, the Mexico, them. They would have dominated everybody in the Manning Cup. It's not even a question. So that clearly shows you that some of the players, them look, Zimenez that we're talking about, advocate, he never did anything in the under 20s. We just talked about his failures in the under 20s. It tells you something. The true quality of the under 20s. We never talk about the Jamaica team. Jamaica plays someone else, you know? And that is important to always factor in. And that's what we're talking about. If you pick up one of those under 20 teams, Jamaica can't do nothing with it. So reality is we are trying to look forward. We're not trying to develop anybody in the national team. You have clubs to do that. If you're good, you go to your club and develop and show people that you can develop. Simple as that. Whisper showing it in the Manning Cup now. Top tier in the Manning Cup. You show it. So go to a next club and show it. Leon Bailey, go to a club, show it. Mikel Antonio, they are on club, show it. Bailey, everybody there on club, show it. Just go to a club, show it. So that's all I'm trying to say. So you cannot attack that point. You cannot attack that point. What may I say? The Manning Cup is just not on an high enough level for nobody to take it serious. So this coach, I will never blame him if he never picks Whisper based off just the Manning Cup. It cannot work. The level that he's trying to aspire to, Whisper cannot make the national team. I'm very, very sorry. All right. Advocate, Zimenez should never be called for the national team. That's what I'm talking about, Advocate. And he's not going to be called for the national team. Is he on the national team now, Blanzy? Is he on the national team now? Look at him get a call. He's not on the national team now. He's not on the national team now, you know. So that tells you that he's not going to get picked because he never made the national team now. When you don't have no international players to be picked. And remember, guys, when we are going up against Mexico, we're not going up against their under 20s that we just flopped against. We're going up against their national team. So that would be realistic, guys. Either we want to win for improve our kids. Wells, I want me and you an advocate. So same way, Uno and JFF. No, advocate. The problem is, advocate, when you talk on the local centric. If it was local players, then you could have bring Whisper in the conversation. But we don't just have local players. We have overseas players that are playing and they are young. So that is the problem. You understand me? We have a deep pool. We have young players. Them are do good. Them are 23, 24 and do good in respectable leagues. You're going to tell me, say, where's Arden even come play Manning Cup for prove himself in my 23, 24? And he can pick out a 6, 7, 8 more of them players there. Just come on, man. No, man. I advocate. No, in the current squad, if you want to question that advocate, that is fair. If you say you don't see any quality in the current squad, no problem. But I'm telling you, if you put this current squad to the Manning Cup, it dog walk the Manning Cup. And I'm not asking you. Like nobody, they might go be the champions in a Dakasta Cup and Manning Cup without a problem. This current squad that Jamaica pick. You understand me? This current squad that Jamaica picks today would have dog walked the entire Manning Cup and the Dakasta Cup. We have to respect the level of football. Pastor is still here, or you answer your phone? Pastor, look like he answers his phone.
No, I am hearing you. You're not hearing me?
You froze. Your face now work. Add the entire Phoenix in the team and you will see a big difference. All right, then, big boss. We need vibrant and energetic forwards in the team. Mikel Antonio is showing age. Wells, I'm begging you to look at Liverpool the other day and Mikel Antonio and go for the fastest whisper clip and put the both of them side on side. And you can measure it yourself. Wells, football levels are different. Stop make people delude you. It's not reality. Whisper cannot even talk. You can't even talk about Whisper and Mikel Antonio in the same realm. You're mad. I mean, I like I've used them terms about what you talk about. So what you try to tell me, say Manning Cup players can compete with Liverpool players, them? That's what you just tell me. Who else? You just tell me, say Manning Cup players then can compete with Liverpool players, them. If Liverpool play Jamaica national team, a 15 them get with all their best players on it. So a 60, them have to shorten the times. Finna get 700 from Liverpool. All right, so just let we speak reality, man. Let we see, brother. Mikel Antonio, a billion miles ahead of Whisper, brother. Let we stop with foolishness, brother. And if these are the things, the standards we're gonna set, it simply means we cannot. This coach needs to just left Jamaica and just give it to a Jamaican and make them pick them team, because it don't look like it's going away. It don't look like it's going away. You're mad. Wells, just stop it, man. Just stop it, Wells, man. Just go back and watch, man. Brother, the man just to read the comments, advocate, read Wells' comments. Them something where Wells are saying make no sense, brother. Okay, him say no one said that. All right, let me pull it up. We need vibrant and energetic forwards in the team. Mikel Antonio is showing his age now, and he just stated about Whisper need to be in the team. So he just never had that extension towards it. But that's what he said. Practically, yes. So, no, advocate, I've never said you said so, but that's what he's trying to say. In Concacaf's top nations, U20 means professional. In JA, it means schoolboy football. That is where people get confused. Thank you very much. Mad Vibes, straight out Canada. Yeah, man. We have to learn reality, man. JA woman team just call up a youth 17 player. I understand, advocate, but check how much players check how much players the Jamaica national team have, woman team. Remember, so I've covered it in advocate, so I know what I'm talking about, All right, and I still never I never agreed with them calling up that youth 17 because they had other players to call up and never called up. All right. So that's just my take. John Powell, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. But let me just make Pastor finish up and then we can finish up because we passed the 2 hours and we have to come back later. But guys, remember, when we talk here, we're just talking objective. We're not hating on nobody. It's just a reality. Liam Bailey deserves to be in the team, but I cannot come here and tell you that Whisper better than Shamar Nicholson, Mikel Antonio, Roof, and all of them play. That don't make no sense. That is not true. That is not true. That is flat out not true. And if you ask me honestly, based on how I see the direction Jamaica going in, I am not sure if Whisper will get a game as a forward in Jamaica. Because no, listen to my word, now you have more players that are playing at high level want to play for Jamaica. So Whisper has to go out now and go at those big clubs and do his job at those big clubs to compete with the guys that will be playing for Jamaica. So it simply means most Jamaican barns can't get forward position soon. That is a problem. So Whisper has to be knocking it equally as other persons. Just like how Liam Bailey can compete with the forwards there now, and he has to be in the team based on his performance. And that, guys, we are bigger than what we think we are. That is the problem. Most of you guys watching it from the Manning Cup side think that we have, like we're just restricted to local players. No, we have a bigger pool of players. And believe me, it's not a lot. Most of these players that you're talking about won't be. Maggie was one of the sensations for Manning Cup. You don't see Maggie there. I'm not comparing Maggie with Whisper because Whisper has way more international experience. So I will never compare him with Maggie. Like he went overseas and tried out for a lot of teams more than Maggie. Maggie maybe got a culture shock when he just went there. So that was the difference. I don't care about any other player who has no talent. Okay. The men team has a wider pool of players, but not so much quality. All right. Is Whisper as good as Liam Bailey? Laugh out loud, because Leon is not world class. John Doe said so. I don't know. I'm gonna bring in Pastor because I want to shut this up before 2:10. So finish up a point, Pastor. Medina there, so wait for me. I'm going to come back soon.
Jamari Clark, Omari Hutchinson are behind Leon Bailey, Michael Antonio, Reed, Cameroon, Bowser, Gray, Low. That gives you 9 forwards.
Now you still put in Kaim Paris. You don't put in Kaim Paris them as well.
And I deliberately didn't put in Kaim Paris.
You don't put in my boy Cephas that went overseas as well.
No,
Daniel,
and I did.
You don't put them up there enough for positions.
No, hold on. No. I deliberately didn't call those second tier local born players. The top tier local born players would be Bowser and Bailey.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I deliberately didn't call a second tier because I want those persons in the chat touting for Whisper to state that at present Whisper is ahead of Paris and the others. Let them make that statement.
Madness. That is utter madness. I don't think.
And I'm going to say this, JD, and I am going to say this, It is my expectation that Omari Hutchinson and Jamari Clark are going to displace the second tier local born players because of their continued exposure at a higher level. And the same holds true for the young players within Clark's and Hutchinson's age group that are at that same high level. So if you're going to think globally and strutting your stuff globally, competing with the best in the world, we have been to one World Cup already, So the talk cannot be that we should get to a World Cup, The process has to be that we should always be appearing at a World Cup and coming out of the first round, going into round of 16. That has to be where Jamaica is looking, We have crossed that bridge already. 98 happened. So except we zero in on productivity in a serious way, Whisper is going to find himself in a pool of 24 strikers, which are going to be second tier to the 6 that we have now. 6 to the 8 that we have now. He's in a group of 24. So he has to put himself at the level where the other 23 are and come up to the top. Other than that, he's not in the conversation.
But well said, and people cannot refute what you're saying. And that's how we want people to talk. Saying like, put up all of the players. Them don't just come and say something with you're not putting no information, and then people said, "Oh, you fight against a player." No, you know that when he come on to Whisper, I want to give him his thing because I know that most of the players them don't get the support that they need in the country. So for a player to come out and shine, you need to give him the shine. But to say that he needs to be in the national team, what happened to all of the other players them? If the coach he used so much players and he wants to just track back to the last 10 games, those guys weren't on the squad for the last 10 games, so he can't pick them. So we have to just be realistic, guys, and that's the whole thing, man. So we have a nice show here, and I want to stop it here. I don't want to over push my stay. I want to return later after the Manning Cup finishes, and we can go to the best 11 that will be setting up, and then even look at the Cameroon's best 11 as well. We have a nice show in store for you. So keep on smashing like button and keep on subscribing. Yeah, man. But Jeff Nicholson, he's selling the baller. So what do you expect? You get me? He's selling the baller, so he's going to come out and talk like that. That is his job. But that is not my job. My job is for the Jamaican people, for me to assess what I'm assessing and give you my take. I respect Richie, I respect all of them, but I that can't skew my argument unless you're not going to support me. If I'm going to come out like that, you're going to say I'm a yes man, or
are you a paid member of the management team of?
And I don't want to be. No. Yes. Up Martin, up Jeff Nicholson. Guys, if you come in, make sure you smash the like button. See, we say 150, and you don't even get us knowing you're 150. But thanks very much for everyone that supports the content. Get us to 3,000. We need around 500 more subscribers to reach 3,000 here. You can go over Imaxit, get us to 6,000 over there, and we are going at a rapid pace. In 4 months, we have 8,000 something. Subscribers are almost 8,000. So we're doing good. So let me see if we can tap it over 15,000 before the year, before 8 months done. All right. So thanks very much, Pastor, for passing through. Thanks, Mad Vibes. Thanks,
Always
Mr.
a pleasure.
Japani, Jeff Nicholson, Martin. Me now yellow Flavor Max. You need to buy a Bailey pillar. And then we have Big Boss Pagan just a turn in. Boy. We're gone on the Pagan. So big up yourself. Thanks very much. Make sure to join us later on the next show. All right. Yes, man. We will be talking reggae boys as well. So peace out and definitely see you in the next one.